I'm Lisa Bishop of the Christian Working Woman, and it's time for another coaching moment to help you thrive in your career and life. In today's video, I'll give you some questions that will turn you into a conversation pro. And if you missed our first 4 tips on being a good conversationalist, check out our previous video. Well, have you ever had a conversation that just couldn't seem to get out of first gear? You know what I'm talking about. The ones that don't get beyond, how's the weather? Well, the type of questions you ask impacts the quality of the conversations you have. To have a meaningful conversation with the other person, you need to ask meaningful and open-ended questions. Questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. Open-ended questions elicit a longer answer that can help spark conversation. So I'm going to give you a lot of questions that you can consider. And mind you, they're not prescriptive and they're not in any particular order, but practice these by inserting some of them in your conversations, and you'll build connections with people. Keep in mind, when you're just getting to know someone, you want to ask questions that are easy to respond to, and while beyond shallow, they're not overly personal. So one question that you can ask, and I know it's kind of obvious, but where do you live? And based on what someone says, you can ask follow-up questions, such as, how long have you lived there? Where are you from originally? What prompted you to move to? What do you like most about where you live? If you're at an event, you can ask, how did you hear about the event? What piqued your interest in the topic? How do you like to spend your free time? People love this question. It really helps them get excited about sharing the things that bring them joy. You can also ask, what's been a highlight of your day or week so far? What do you do for work? How did you get into that line of work? What do you like most about it? What do you find most challenging about the work that you do? You can ask questions such as, are there any hobbies or fun things you're learning these days? Any fun plans coming up? A road trip? Any travel? Any events that you're excited about? Now, the goal is not to get through all of these questions. You might find that you ask 1 or 2 of them and they generate great dialogue. So don't treat this like a drill session. Do remember to be genuinely curious and interested in the person. Pay attention to any social cues they may be sending as well. If you sense that someone's just not interested in engaging in conversation, don't try to force communication. Not everyone is going to be interested in chatting, so don't make it about you. And speaking about that, remember to engage your listening skills and be aware of talking too much. That's a turnoff. Aim for the conversation to be 50-50 or maybe even 60-40, where you listen 60% of the time and talk 40%. You may run into someone who just wants to talk about themselves. That's okay. Just don't be the person who monopolizes the conversation. One final thought. If you want to create an experience where people feel valued and heard, eliminate distractions, especially that pesky cell phone. Put it away and show the person they're important by being fully present to them. So try these skills and post a comment to let us know how it goes. Keep practicing and don't be discouraged if your first few conversations just don't go the way you wanted. Before you know, you'll be a queen at conversations. And I'm cheering you on as you practice. Well, if you have some big goals, or you need help gaining clarity on what to do next in your career or life, have you considered hiring a coach to help you grow personally and professionally? At the Christian Working Woman, we have a team of qualified coaches to come alongside you through our transformational coaching program, where we help you move from where you are to where you want to be. Visit christianworkingwoman.org to learn more and to connect with a coach today.